Hello and welcome to Module 3, where we'll tackle one of the most critical documents in the bidding process, the Request for Proposal, or RFP. Think of the RFP as the client's instruction manual. It tells you exactly what they want, how they want it, and how they'll decide who gets the job. This module is all about learning to decode that manual, so you can create a winning response. Participants will understand the importance of thoroughly analyzing the RFP. We'll be able to identify the key components of an RFP. We'll learn techniques for extracting and interpreting RFP information. We'll develop skills in creating compliance matrices and asking effective clarification questions. We're starting with a big picture view, understanding the RFP itself. It's more than just a document. It's a code you need to crack to succeed in bidding. The RFP is the central document. It's not just a suggestion, it's the blueprint for your proposal. We need to go beyond simply reading it. We need to dissect it, analyze it, and truly understand what the client is asking for. Winning bids are built on this analysis. It's important to remember that the RFP is a form of communication from the client. They're trying to tell you what they need. However, RFPs aren't always perfect. They can be unclear, incomplete, or even a bit misleading at times. That's why analysis is so crucial. In this module, we'll cover a lot of ground to help you become an RFP expert. We'll break down the structure, learn how to analyze instructions, identify must-have requirements, understand evaluation criteria, create a compliance matrix, ask the right questions, figure out the client's real needs, and assess the risks. Most RFPs, though they vary, follow a general structure. Let's walk through the common sections you'll encounter. Think of this as your RFP anatomy lesson. Introduction overview. This is your starting point. It's the client's way of saying, here's what we're trying to do. It gives you the big picture, the project's goals, the background, and who the client is. Instructions to proposers' bidders. Pay very close attention here. This section tells you how to respond. Deadlines, formats, rules. Everything you need to know to submit a compliant proposal. Ignore these instructions at your peril. Non-compliance is a quick way to get disqualified. Scope of work. This is the heart of the RFP. It details what the client wants you to do, deliver, or provide. Tasks, specifications, timelines, it's all here. Understand this inside and out. It's what you'll be proposing to do. Evaluation criteria. This is how the client will judge your proposal. It tells you what's important to them. Technical skills, price, experience, etc. They might even give you weightings like technical 60%, price 40%. This is vital for shaping your proposal strategy. Terms and conditions. The legal stuff. This is the contract you'll be signing if you win. Payment terms, intellectual property, liability. It's crucial to understand these and get legal advice if needed. Proposal requirements format. This is about how your proposal should look. Structure, headings, page limits. They want it a certain way to make it easy for them to read. Follow these guidelines. Pricing commercial proposal. How you present your pricing matters. They might want it in a specific format, with a cost breakdown. This is where you show them the value for their money. Appendices attachments. These are extra documents. Sample contracts, technical drawings, etc. Don't skip them. They often contain crucial details. The role of artificial intelligence, AI, in RFP analysis. Now, let's talk about how technology is changing RFP analysis. AI tools are becoming increasingly helpful, especially for handling large and complex RFPs. AI can automate tasks like extracting key information, checking for compliance, categorizing content, assessing risk, and even analyzing data to give you insights. This can save you time and improve accuracy. Here's an example of how you might instruct an AI tool to analyze an RFP. Notice how specific the instructions are to get the best results. For example, this prompt. Analyze this RFP document. Extract all mandatory requirements, evaluation criteria with their respective weightings, key dates and deadlines, and the client's top 3 priorities based on the scope of work. Identify any potential risks in the terms and conditions, and suggest any clarification questions that should be asked. Provide a summary of the key information needed to develop a compliant and competitive proposal. Documentation that needs to be reviewed. It's not just the main RFP. You need to look at everything. Amendments, technical specs, sample contracts, questionnaires, they all contribute to the complete picture. The main RFP document. This is the primary document containing the core requirements and instructions. Any amendments or addenda, these documents contain any updates or changes to the original RFP. Technical specifications and drawings. These documents provide detailed technical information about the required solution. Sample contracts and agreements. These documents outline the legal terms and conditions that will govern the relationship. Client questionnaires or surveys. These documents may provide additional insights into the client's needs and expectations. Any supporting documentation. Any other documents provided by the client, such as background information or project plans. Strategic approaches to RFP analysis. Analyzing an RFP isn't just reading it once. It's a strategic process. Get multiple people involved, use checklists, look for the underlying themes, assess the risks, and create a compliance matrix to track everything. Key takeaways. The RFP is your guide to winning. Understanding its structure and components is essential, and I can be a powerful tool to help you analyze it effectively.